Okay, so for this video, we will be discussing problem 14. So ano to, medyo mahaba-haba ito kasi this is a whole cash budget. So para organize yung solution natin, I don't know if kung familiar na kayo sa sa cash flow, no, yung sa statement of cash flow kasi yun yung ginamit ko dito na format. So medyo marami kasing if you look at the problem, medyo maraming cash flow maraming cash flow itong ating business. So what I did is kinlassify ko siya according to activity, no? Nagawa ko ng statement of cash flow. So we have cash flow from operating activities in financing and investing. So ngayon ang game flow ng discussion natin is isa-isahin natin ngayong lalagyan ng amount to, then I have my supporting schedules here. No, explain ko, no? Hindi ko siya pinagsama, no, kasi baka masyadong cluttered. No? So let's start. So for the operating activities, so ang una natin is collection from customers. Let's look at the problem. Meron tayong dito, expected sales, ayan. Nakalagay naman dyan. And then ang collection, eto sa letter B. Ayan, 210 and 30 yung terms. Tapos, ayan, 30% collected in the month of the sale, of which 80% will take discount. Then 30% collected in the month after the sale, 38% collected 2 months after the sale, and 2% is uncollectible. So, ito yung analysis natin ng ating cash flow. Then, let me explain how did we arrive dito sa answer na to. Okay. So, for January, we have a 360,000 sale. Maybe it's siguro better kung i-white ko muna lahat para hindi tayo masyadong cluttered na. Tapos balik natin yung headings here. Okay, so for January, we have a sale of 360,000. Ngayon, ang pattern ng collection is 30% collected in the month of the sale, 80% will take the discount. So, ang answer ko dyan is 106,272. Now, this is our solution. Okay, so B2 refers to the amount of sale, no? Yung naka-highlight na blue, which is 360. So, ang sabi sa problem, 80% will take the 2% discount, no? 30% yung makokolekta ng January, and then 80% ng collection ng January will take the discount. So, that explains yung unang parte ng aking solution here. Ayan, yung ewan ko nakikita nyo na maybe I can highlight here. Ayan dito. Yan. Okay. So, that's 30% of 360,000 yung B2. No? Tapos, times 80%, kasi yun yung magte-take ng discount, times 98%, kasi 2% yung discount. So, that will be the cash collected from those taking the discounts. Meanwhile, yung second part, bali kasi di ba 80% yung nag-take ng discount, it follows 20% yung hindi nag-take ng discount. So, ito naman yung second part, no? Yung 30% nung 360 times 20%. Okay? So, lahat nung months, ganun yung pattern nung ng solution for the collection of the month of sale. Look at February, ayan. So, ganun yung pattern niya, and then look at March. Okay? So, we have our total here. Hindi pala total yun. It's April column. Anyway, nakalimutan ko pala, siguro kailangan na rin nating i-reveal yung sales nung February and March. Okay? So, again, for February, same pattern ng solution for the month of sale. Ayan, C2, refers to 450,000 as you can see on your screen. And then, ito naman yung sa March. No? So, pareho lang nung sa January. No? 80% will take the discount, 20% will not. And then, the second part, sabi, 30% will be collected in the month after the sale. So, ibig sabihin, 30% nitong 360 will be collected in February. So, ito po yan. 108,000 solution, 30% nung 360. So, ganon din yung pattern sa February. 30% nung 450 will be collected in March. So, yung 30% ng 450 is 135,000. Ito po yung solution natin. Okay? Next part, 38% collected 2 months after the sale. Bale, mag-a-apply lang po yan sa, sa January. Okay? 38% nitong, 38% nitong 360 will be collected in March. Ito po yun. Ayan. So, that's 30% of 360. Okay? Okay, so there you have it. So, you just get the total here. Ayan. At yan po yung ilalagay natin sa ating budget, yung ating main answer dito sa kabilang tab. So, ito po yan. 106,272, etc. Ayan. Then, we have a total here. Okay? So, yun po. Sorry for that. Okay. Okay, so I think we can proceed na. Our next amount to be filled up ay itong disbursement for wages. So before we can even answer this, we have to find out how many units will be produced for each month. So we have this solution. Okay? Our budgeted sales in units per month is 2,400, 3,000, and 3,200. Wait lang. Siguro i-freeze ko tong first row. Wala, freeze lang natin. Freeze top row. Okay, yan. Para kita natin yung math. Yan. So, for January, we have 2,400, February 3,000, and March 3,200. I'm not sure kung given to. Kinumpute ko ata to. Yes, I think kinumpute ko to. Taas tayo dito. You can see here that the selling price per unit is 150 pesos. So what I did is, taas lang tayong konti. Ayan, yung sales dun sa una nating solution for the collection, I divided it by 150. So yun po yung solution para sa lahat. Kaya yan, C2 over 150, that's 450,000 divided by 150 pesos. So we have the following units. For ending inventory, zoom out tayo. I think the problem mentioned something about this. Here, ito, letter D. Okay. Finished goods inventory is 100 plus 10% of the expected demand for the following month. So, our ending inventories for January, February, and March is as follows. Reveal na natin. Ayan. I think I have an amount of sales in units for April here kasi kailangan natin siya. Okay. So, our solution is here. Ayan. Hindi pala siya kita, no? Pero explain ko na lang. Our ending inventory for January is 100 plus 10% ng C10. Yung C10 is this one. Itong ina-highlight ko ng yellow ngayon. February sales. Okay? The same pattern for February. 100 plus 10% ng sales ng March. Ang sales ng March is of course 3,200. Okay? For beginning inventory, for January, we have 0. Kasi di ba start of business pa lang, so wala pang beginning inventory yan. And of course, yung ending ng January, yun ang beginning ng February. Ang ending ng February, yun yung beginning ng March. So, we put 400 and 420 there. So, performing the operation, budgeted sales, add ending inventory less beginning inventory, you'll get the budgeted production as follows. Yan. Okay? So, yan. So, alam na natin ngayon yung budgeted production. I'm highlighting it now. From there, pwede na natin makompute yung labor natin. If you return to the problem, okay, meron tayong direct labor na 30 pesos per unit, no? So, I think yun yung, eto, sa letter, kaya lang, nawala ako ano nga bang sinosolve natin. Wait lang, disbursement for wages. Yes, okay. So, we have 30 per unit. Eto, yan, 30 pesos per unit yung ating labor. So, what we're gonna do is, multiply natin itong, naka-highlight na budgeted production by the labor cost per unit, which is 30 pesos. Okay? So, you'll get the total labor cost as follows. Ayan. And then, the problem mentioned sa baba, letter F, ayan, wages payable at the end of each month are expected to average 7,500. I think I forgot something dun sa solution. Isingit ko na lang. Ah, ang nailagay ko lang dito is naideduct ko lang yung 7,500 per month na ah na accrued wages. What I forgot is syempre yung accrued from last month will be paid the next month. So I have to uh insert something here, no? Ngayon ko na-realize na kulang, no? Okay? We have to add wages payable of the previous month, no? Lagyan natin dito. Uh, previous. Lagyan ka ng previous na. Ayan, wages payable from the previous month na. So, of course, dito is 0. Okay? Dito, we have 7,500. Ayan. 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 And then, 7,500 din. Ayan. Oh, I forgot to put that. So, baguhin natin ngayon yung ano. We have actually may amounts na tayo dito, pero baguhin natin siya. I think this is correct, 76,500 yung sa January. Ang mali ay yung sa February and March. This must be 90,600 plus yung wages payable from the previous month less yung unpaid this month na si 17. Okay? Ayan. So we'll just drag the formula here. Ayan. Okay. I-drag ko lang din dito sa kabila para tulad-tulad sila. Okay, so there you go. So yung cash payment for labor is 76,500, 90,600, and 98,400, which we will put here. Ayan. Okay, so we get the total here. And I think may epekto rin to hanggang sa baba. I-revise na lang natin yung ating solution. Okay, let's have this one. Disbursement for materials. Let's have the hour supporting schedule. Again, ang starting point natin, yung budgeted production. So, we already solved that dito sa taas. Ayan. 2,800, 3,020, and 3,280. So, kopyahin na lang natin. And then, sorry lagi akong naliligaw. Wait a second. Okay. Ito. Okay. So, sinabi na nung problem na ang materials per unit is 20 pesos. So, what we will do is, we multiply itong mga budgeted production by the materials required per unit in terms of pesos na sinabi na nga na 20 pesos. So, getting the product for each month, you'll get the following amounts. Yan. And then, as usual, to get the purchases, you add the beginning inventory, then less add ending inventory, less, what happened? Wait, nawala ako. Sorry for that. Kaya lang, asan tayo? Ito. Okay. So, you add the ending inventory and then less the beginning inventory. I think the problem mentioned something about the inventory. Tingnan natin. Ito. Ito nga ba yun? Yes, letter C. A direct materials inventory of 2,000 will have to be maintained at all times. So, that means our ending inventory will be consistent at 2,000. And then, syempre, yung beginning inventory natin is 0 because we're just beginning our business. And then, syempre, yung ending ng January is beginning ng February. Same logic applies to March, so we have 2,000 there. Therefore, ang ating mga purchases is this. And returning to the problem, wala siyang nabanggit tungkol sa pattern ng payment nito, if I recall it right. Okay? I think wala. Yes, wala. So, I assumed here na ito pala, sorry, ito, letter E. Ayan. All direct material purchases are expected to be incurred uniformly, with payments being made in the month of purchase. Therefore, itong budgeted purchases will also be the cash disbursement per month. So, we put it here na. Dito, disbursement for materials. Ayan siya. Okay. Next, we have disbursement for variable overhead. Taas tayo dito sa problem. Ayan. So, we can see here ng variable overhead is 15 pesos per unit. Okay? So, again, ang ating starting point for this is the budgeted production na na-compute na natin kanina. And we simply multiply that by 15 pesos. So, we'll have the total payment for variable cost as follows. 42, 45,3, and 49,200. Lagay na natin sila dito. Next, disbursement for fixed overhead. Meron tayo ditong budget. According to the problem, this is based on production of 5,000 units per month. But tapos nakalagay dito, fixed overhead per month is 90 pesos. And now I realize I have another error here. Okay? So, baguhin ko na lang. We are only after cash payment. So, ang fixed factory overhead natin in cash is actually 10 pesos lang yung factory rent. I think ang nailagay ko ay 25 pesos, which is wrong because yung depreciation on machinery is not a cash expense. So, where's my supporting schedule? What we will do is, ang fixed overhead per unit is 90. I think mali to. Wait lang. Yun, medyo naduling ako siguro dito. Ang nailagay ko is 90 pesos total manufacturing cost, no? So, dapat pala is 10 pesos lang, no? So, we change this. So, this is 10. Okay? And then, we multiply that by the basis of the budget, which is 5,000 units. The reason is, alam naman natin yung total fixed cost. It doesn't change despite the change in the level of activity. So meaning, if we will return to the problem, our factory rent is actually 10. Close up ko yung 10. Hindi ko lang ma-highlight kasi this is a picture. Factory rent is 10. You multiply that by the 5,000 units na expected monthly production volume. So your factory rent is actually fixed at 50,000 pesos. So, yun po yung ilagay natin dito. Total fixed cost is 50,000. Okay? I think naka-formula to. So, I think tatama na siya dito at 50,000. Okay. Next, sales commission. Let me return sa problem. For the sales commission, it says, ito. This is 8 pesos per product sold. Okay? So, let me see my supporting schedule here. Ang sales in units is 2,400, 3,000, and 3,200. I think galing sa taas to. Saan nga ba galing to? Ito. Ayan. Ito, kanina pa siya. Kinopya ko lang to. So, ayan. And then, times commission per unit na 8 pesos. So, you'll have total commissions per month as follows. And then, we put it now dito sa ating budget format here. Okay? Next, equipment rental. I think this is fixed at 12,000. Ayan. So, we simply put 12,000 dito per month. Okay? So, ito total natin to, no, yung bali collection from customers less the disbursements, will have the following amounts. Okay? Hindi pa to final. Final na ba to? I think, yeah. I think final na to. Itong operating part. Okay? Ito sigurong financing at saka investing. Tsaka itong mga nasa baba ang medyo mababago kasi may mga nabago tayong amounts, no? Okay. Let's continue. Punta naman natin itong financing activity. We have an investment from owner, which was mentioned at the start of the problem, which is 50,000. So we put it under investment from owner for the in the month of January. Wait, I think I have to freeze the first column para mas maganda yung ating discussion. Please wait a second. Oh, sorry for that. Pwede rin pala. Sige. Okay, pwede naman siya. Okay. Asa na ba tayo? Okay, investment from owner, no, is 50,000. Okay? Bank loan proceeds. I think nabanggit siya ng problem na Wait lang, may check lang ako for a while. Wait lang. Fixed cost, 50,000. Tingnan ko lang kung, kasi nag-undo ako eh. Okay, okay. Pwede na ako. Okay, sige. Everything is okay. Okay, let's now proceed. Meron tayong back loan proceeds kasi may sinabi yung problem ng utang daw ng 200, magkano nga ba? 150,000. Ito, sa line 4. So, we put it dito sa financing activity as a positive number, back loan proceeds. Okay? Bank loan repayment, I think this will happen at the end of the quarter kasi nabanggit ng problem is at the end of the quarter siya. Interest paid. I think something was mentioned about this. Asa na yun? Dito yata sa taas. Ayun. Ito. The terms of the note stipulated that interest of 2% monthly would be paid at the end of each month. So, for this month, ang ating interest payment is 3,000 which is 2% ng 150,000. Okay? So, we just get the total for the 3. So, ang 197,000. Okay? Cash flow from investing activities. Sinabi sa problem na bumili daw ng equipment. Tama ba? Ayan, ito. Second line. Purchase of assets at a total cost of 200,000. So, we put a negative 200 dito sa purchase of equipment. I think baguhin lang natin purchase of assets kasi yun yung sabi ng problem. So, for investing activities, meron tayong negative 150. Now, from this section, no, gagawin na nating monthly yung analysis. Kanina kasi pinagsabay-sabay natin to, if you remember, nilagay lang natin lahat. Pero dito sa mga nasa baba, isa-isa tayo, no? Kasi we have to compute independently each month how much financing is needed to satisfy yung sinasabi ng problem na a minimum cash balance of 10,000 is to be maintained at all times. Okay? So, tingnan natin how the problem unfolds, no? Now, let's have the net change in cash. Kunin lang natin yung net effect nitong tatlong to. Ayan, tsaka ito. Maybe I can zoom out a little para mas makita natin. Ayan, yung total dun sa operating, tapos yung total ng financing, tsaka investing. So, the total for the 3 is 104,428. Negative. Yeah, so negative. Okay. So, cash balance at the beginning is 0. So, ang cash balance before financing is 104,428. So, di ba kailangan natin ng 10,000 na minimum cash balance? So, for this, ito, ayan. Okay, so kailangan nating mangutang na 114,428. Ang solution natin, 10,000 less F26. Yung F26 ay yung naka-highlight na blue. So, mangutang tayo ng 114,428 to maintain cash balance after financing na 10,000. Okay? So, now we continue with February. I think walang laman to. Tama ba? I think wala naman tayong additional investment, bank loan proceeds, etc. Pero may interest payment, I think. Okay? So, for this cells, wala tayong laman. Okay? Pero meron tayong interest payment na, I'm not sure kung tama to kasi may mga nabago tayong amount. Pero let me check. Bali ang utang natin is 150, yung naka-blue ngayon. At saka yung 114,428 na naka-red na nakikita mo. So, we get 2% of that. So, I think our solution is correct. Ayan, 2% times F14 plus F27. So, our interest payment is 5288.56. So, net cash used in financing activity is negative 5288.56. Wala naman yata ang purchase of asset ng February. No? So, I think this is 0. Okay? So, net change in cash, again, kagaya nung kanina, to get the net change in cash, pag-addin mo yung ayan, yung ba't ito lang yung naka-add? Wait lang, I think there's something wrong here. Ang net change of in cash is ito, 41,460, yung sa operating, plus total nung sa financing, plus total nung sa investing. Ayan. So, 46,748.56 negative. So, again, kailangan nating mag-maintain ng 10,000 minimum balance. So, mangungutang ulit tayo ng 56,000 for February to maintain a minimum cash balance of 10,000. Teka lang. I think something is wrong here. Wait lang. Repeat. I think something is wrong. Net change in cash, balik tayo doon. Okay? Is G10 plus G17 plus G21. Yes, correct. Total ng operating, total ng financing, total ng investing. So, I think this is correct. I think I forgot yung cash balance beginning. Nakalimutan natin, which is 10,000. Ito yan, yung ending last January. So, beginning ng February. So, ibig sabihin ng cash balance before financing is negative, wala pala siyang laman. So, I have to solve. Ayan. So, negative 36,748.56. So, kailangan nating mangutang ng 46,748.56 para ma-maintain yung cash balance minimum na 10,000. Okay? So, now we proceed with March. I think wala rin tayong investment from owner bank loan proceeds, pero meron tayong bank loan repayment which is 30,000. No, nabanggit yun ng problem, magbabayad daw ng 30,000 at the end of the month. Interest paid is 6,223.53. Ang solution natin is 2% ng lahat ng utang natin. Lahat ng utang natin is naka-highlight ng blue, yung 150 na una. And then you'll also see sa baba, yung 114,428 na inutang ulit ng January. At saka yung 46,748.56 na inutang ng February. So you get 2% of that, you will pay, yun yung babayaran mong interest. Now you may ask me, sir, hindi po ba ibabawas tong 30,000 na binayaran ng March dun sa basis ng interest? No, is my answer, because ito pong 30,000 na to ay end of the quarter nangyari, yung pagbabayad natin ng utang, no? So, hindi siya counted, or I mean, hindi siya dapat ibawas dun sa basis ng interest. Okay, so for this section sa financing, our total is negative 36,223.53. And then, I think itong mga to is vacant. Okay, so walang nangyari sa investing activities. Wala naman tayong biniling asset. Wala rin binenta. So, we proceed again with the net change in cash. So, this time it's positive 76,472.47. Ang cash balance natin, beginning, is 10,000, which is yung ending natin ng previous month. So, our cash balance before financing is 86,742.47. I think may amount ako dito, but this is wrong, no? Kasi, minimum lang naman natin is 10,000. So, as of now, we have 86,000. Hindi na natin kailangan mangutang. So, zero financing for March. Wala tayong dagdag na utang. So, our cash balance for March is 86,472. Ang kulang lang pala dito is yung total. Ayan. Total lang naman natin yan, horizontally. Ayan, horizontally naman yung mga total niyan. Okay? Ayan. Okay, so ito din, total natin. Ayan. Okay. This one, I think ito total din to, no? Why do I have negative 74 dito? Wait lang, I'm thinking about this. Yes, I think this is correct. I think total yan ng tatlo. Negative 74. Yes, correct. Ito lang hindi total, lagi yung tatandaan, pag nagagawa kayo ng what do you call this? Budget. Yung mga balances, beginning, ending, hindi yan tinototal. Okay? So, what will we put here? No, hindi mo itototal itong tatlo. Kasi, balance siya eh. Ang ilalagay mo doon, yung beginning ng quarter, which is January, ito yung ilalagay mo, 0. Okay, so, this is 0. Okay, so pwede mong pag-addin to get this amount. Okay, and then additional financing, you can get the total din ito, 161, total of 114 and 46. For the cash balance ending, hindi mo na ito-total tong tatlo. Okay? Kundi ang kukunin mo ay ito. Yan. Kasi balance yan eh. So, ang endings 86. So, eto siya. 86,472. You can also obtain that by summing this one. 161 plus negative 74. Okay, so that's it for the budgeting. Medyo mahaba-haba siya. Okay? Meron ba akong hindi na-discuss sa supporting schedule? Mukhang wala naman. Okay, so that's it. Zoom out lang natin kaya lang medyo liliit. Kasi ang dami nito eh. So ayan. Ayan yung itsura ng budget natin. Okay?